What's up guys, Houndish here with some Destiny 2 news to talk about. I want to speak about some reveals coming up this week of pretty exciting content, but we also have some reassuring words about live events and a discussion about the fate of the city, which is pretty interesting from a new interview. We've got an interview with Mark Noseworthy that gives some pretty interesting insights into the thought process behind the story for Destiny 2 and a couple of other things to talk about, including the PC. So first up, Deej did an interview with Rocket Beans, and he actually confirmed that they will be showing and revealing some stuff about the European Dead Zone this week at Gamescom and through, previews of Destiny 2 that are coming up. Of course, there was a bit of a leak yesterday. I say a bit of a leak, but today we do have more information coming out about Destiny 2. A lot of previews will officially start rolling out later today, and from what we know, there will be a huge amount of new information, location gameplay, and more. So I'll cover what I can here, guys. Either way, it's really exciting stuff. Also in the interview with Rocket Beans, Deej spoke about the live game and future content just a little bit and kind of gave some reassurances. So Destiny 2's live team will support the game with special events, and this is kind of stuff that we would anticipate would be there, but he used the words competition and celebrations or expressions of different times of the year. So these do sound kind of like the live events. Competition is an interesting one, could be things like Iron Banner, Trials of Osiris, perhaps even SRL down the road. So we can assume we'll see many of those events return from Destiny 1, perhaps some new versions of those events and revamped events. Deej also said that these are things that will unfold for the community after they have learned the fate of the last safe city, he added, which of course is far from certain since it's up in flames. Deej said perhaps if we survive all of that, we will have some other fun things to do. He adds that there is the expansion pass, but it's a very interesting point that he makes about the fate of the last city. Of course, the question for us right now is, will we ever return there? We don't know what will happen in the end of the game. Of course, it is possible, unless we're going to completely lose the Traveler, then there will have to be some pretty influential events that lead us to taking it back or returning to the city. We have seen promos that refer to there being social spaces and not just one social space. There are kind of hubs and planetary bases which we know will feature on destinations. We'll have to see exactly what happens down the road, but all of these little teases are really exciting. Moving on, Mark Noseworthy in an interview with Rolling Stone gave some insights into the new game and Bungie's approach to story in the new game, which is pretty interesting. The interview is called Breaking Bones and Building Worlds. I will leave the link below for you guys to check it out, but he speaks about Destiny in general, and he says it became a game that was difficult to recommend. It got to this point where your brother-in-law or someone would ask you, hey, should I play this Destiny game? And the first instinct would be like, I don't know if I have enough time to carry you for that time period where I'm going to have to explain everything. One of the biggest aims for the sequel is to make sure that the treasure hunting aspect, where you slay some big monster from outer space and get the game rewards with loot, obviously the examples are guns or pieces of armor, and they want that to feel really satisfying for every type of player. We're trying to make the game more generous and more clear about cause and effect. And with the Cabal and the main storyline of the Red War, we're trying to tell a relatable story with memorable characters where you want to anticipate what's going to happen next and push the story forward, and that means having a really interesting villain. And they're kind of taking what they did in The Taken King. You had the cutscene with Oryx and what is his name? I can't remember, but there's like the knight that kind of carries the sword, and he's obviously one of Oryx's highest lieutenants. We have in Destiny 2 Gaul as well as the consul, and there's going to be kind of a bit more of a relationship going on there that you can actually see with the enemy race themselves. So that's really interesting. But Mark Noseworthy goes on to recall meetings where, in trying to map out Destiny 2, they looked at the past with games like Halo 2 and Halo 3 to help them understand the opportunities presented by making a full sequel rather than another expansion for Destiny. And Deej also kind of spoke about this in the interview I mentioned previously. They were talking about, wiping the slate clean with Destiny 2, and he spoke about, how the Galahorn is an awesome weapon and you kind of treasure it and you have those memories, but you can only kind of see that thing or use that thing so many times. They kind of brought it back with Rise of Iron, but with Destiny 2, 2, they want the opportunity to create entirely new experiences that can kind of last us, or, you know, be influential over the next couple of years over the course of this game. And back to what Mark Noseworthy was saying, every Destiny can't just be about threatening humanity's existence, where the sun's going to blow up every single time, he says, but I think what we can do every single time is to make sure the story is relatable, and for us, the loss of a home and wanting to get back what was taken from you felt like very relatable scenarios for people. How can we make it so that it's something that people understand? And because we've not always hit that bar in Bungie's history, we wanted to do something people can understand and relate to so that they can really care about it. So definitely some interesting words there. I really like getting those kind of insights and an idea behind the approach that Bungie are taking with this new game. Obviously what we've seen from the story does look really pretty awesome and is very much a different level to what we've seen so far in Destiny. Finally, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. So the new group and Destiny 2 clan features on Bungie.net and on the Destiny app will be available today at 10 AM Pacific time, which is 6 PM in the UK. So this stuff was anticipated to be available yesterday, but they are still currently kind of doing maintenance on the servers and getting everything ready. And to a degree, they're probably trying to line up this stuff with other reveals that are going to happen later today. So look out for that. I'll cover anything interesting and useful for you guys. We're also likely to hear about the PC beta preload in the next couple of days. A Reddit user did actually post that they got an email with preload details from the Humble store, which said preloading will become available on Friday the 25th this week, and that's just what the user said though, so I recommend you wait for some official updates once the Bungie.net maintenance has ended today. Of course, that's when we will get some of the new clan features and upgrades. In further PC news though, the game will be HDR compatible, so you can get that ultra crispy and vibrant display, but also SLI dual Nvidia GPUs will be supported, so if you've got a dope rig, you can push it pretty much as hard as it will go really. We're hearing much more about the PC in general right now, so if that is what interests you, if that's your platform of choice, alongside the PC beta next week, we're going to get our first real hands-on experience with the game, and the PC version just looks absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to jump in. So stay tuned for updates guys, we're in full hype train mode right now for Destiny 2. Before I go though, what do you guys think of this? So many of you asked for a Houndish shirt, and this right here hopefully will be a shirt for 75k if we get there, of course. The question is, does this interest you guys? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. If it does, then I'll look to launch it very soon. So let me know what you guys think. If you have enjoyed this video though, a like is very much appreciated below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more Destiny and Destiny 2 content, or just Destiny 2 content, because that's the hype right now. I currently have a giveaway and a promotion going with Marilis Action, which is some pretty awesome PC recording software. You can live stream with it, you can screen capture, you can do dedicated game recording, it can record up to 120 FPS as well, so if that interests you guys for PC recording, there is a giveaway you can check out in the description box below. Really cool software. It's absolutely worth checking out if you record PC gameplay or any of that stuff. For now though, thanks a lot for watching guys. I hope you have an awesome day.